Hello, and welcome to the Fathers United channel, the purpose of which is to give fathers a place to share, gather info, learn, and feel appreciated. My name is Nate, and this is Cautionary Tales. Here is where we discuss high-profile divorces, child support cases, and other issues fathers deal with, in hopes that we may gain some insight to help us should we face similar circumstances in our lives. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at one of the saddest stories I'm ever to likely cover on this channel. The story of Monzell and Evonne. Way back in the year 2012, there was a show called Fix My Life. It starred a woman by the name of Iyanla, who would spend time with families having different issues and help them. I dare say the most notorious episode is from Season 6, Episode 2. If you haven't seen it, spoilers ahead. As the story begins, we are introduced to Monzell, a 53-year-old man, and his ex-wife Evonne, also 53, and their 3 daughters. The family was separated from each other for nearly 2 decades because of lies spread, and they have come to Iyanla to finally learn the truth and potentially fix their family. Monzell was a 53-year-old man who was married to a woman named Evonne. When their relationship didn't work out, Evonne turned his daughters against him for 25 years. She apparently revealed to her 3 daughters that Monzell had raped them when they were younger, and that's why she didn't allow him in their lives. By his own account, Monzell did all he could to prove his innocence and reclaim his place in his daughters' lives. However, years of ridicule, struggle, and getting nowhere weighed heavy on Monzell and eventually broke him. He had no evidence, witnesses, or support because everyone just believed the tears and lies of Evonne. The daughters believed the lie as well. Fast forward years later, and the family ends up on Iyanla Fix My Life in a 2-part episode. The first part covers the backstory and the drama that has unfolded over the years. It's clear to see the damage this has done to Monzell. Part 2 begins with the family all together having taken lie detector tests to determine the truth. Monzell was asked if he ever had sexual contact with any of his daughters. Evonne was asked if she made up the story of Monzell raping his daughters. Monzell's came back negative, while Evonne's came back positive. The relief on Monzell's face was apparent after the incident. The most hurtful part of this for me was Evonne's response to it all. She showed no remorse. She didn't apologize nor ask for forgiveness. She said, quote, "If you knew you were innocent, why didn't you fight harder for them?" You can visibly see Monzell struggling to maintain his composure and keep his rage in check. He is a very strong man because more than a few of us would have lost it at that moment and things would have turned violent. Luckily for Monzell, Iyanla spoke up and gave Evonne the verbal lashing she deserved, in a nice way, of course. When asked why by Iyanla and her daughters, Evonne stated she was angry with Monzell and wanted to hurt him. She kept her daughters away from their father for 20 years simply because of a grudge. 4 people missed out on years of time together because of a petty attitude and a lie. The worst part? She got away with it. It worked. She'll do no jail time. She won't reimburse any of the money Monzell invested in the legal process. She can't give him back the 25 years he didn't get to be a father to his daughters. No consequences will happen for her actions. Evonne only offered an apology after Iyanla brought it up, and even that apology was followed by disrespect towards Monzell. Evonne felt nothing, not even concern for being caught. Monzell sat for a while and stared at Evonne before telling her he couldn't accept her apology. It looked like it took everything in him not to harm Evonne. Monzell reconciled with his daughters and they could finally build a relationship. As of this recording, I've been unable to get any updated information about what happened to the family. Monzell didn't seem like the type to want the spotlight, so likely they went back to a normal life. This episode was difficult to watch. Evonne's actions and attitude throughout are infuriating. This is someone's life, and their one chance to be a father was taken without recompense, for no reason at all. Evonne ruined Monzell's chance at fatherhood and also condemned her 3 daughters to a life without a father and the mental trauma of thinking they were not only sexually assaulted, but by their father. Not only being able to tell such a lie, but to maintain it for 2 decades and to allow your children to think and believe such a thing is madness, and to feel no remorse after being caught. Not even a single tear is diabolical. There aren't any signs to look out for, any ways to avoid this. Some people truly are just evil and can hide it well. Properly vetting a person can help, however, and should be done by all in these crazy days and times. One can only hope that no one else has to suffer in the way that Evonne made Monzell suffer. But we all know that there are many stories like this out there. To anybody dealing with this, my heart goes out to you, and I'm sorry. Thank you for watching this episode of Cautionary Tales. Please like and subscribe for more father-related content, and comment below any fathers or stories you'd like me to share as cautionary tales to our brothers out there. On the next episode, we'll be taking a look at the divorce and child support battle of singer, songwriter, and actor Tyrese Gibson.